On the Way Out Radio Show.
And of course, there's a very good chance you saw this video this week.
Whatever it is you need God to do, He just told you it's done right now. What did you come here for? What did you come down here for? Tell me.
To get delivered more.
To get delivered. Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free?
Yes, sir.
Turn around and tell those people. Tell them. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman.
Man, so many thoughts on that video. That was part of the 107th Holy Convocation Church of God in Christ in St. Louis this past week. And just so many thoughts, man. I pray that that young man seeks the deliverance, the healing, the peace that he so desires from the Lord. I also think, man, for us as a body of believers, we really have to be cognizant of what we post on the internet. Some of the things that take place in our church services, taken out of context, can really be perceived the wrong way by people who either don't believe the same thing that we believe as Christians, or they don't understand our beliefs, and they can see something like this and really make a mockery out of it. Now, I believe God gets the glory in all things, so I'm not tripping about that, but I'm just saying, as we just have to be cognizant of these things and understand that everything that takes place in our services are not for public consumption, particularly when it's done, outside of the context of the service. So you don't see the other things that take place around that, man. So listen, I got more on that in my thought of the week. That's coming up, of course. We close the show with that. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." Now, Romans 10:9 says, "If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved." I don't know what's in that young man's heart, but I know what he confessed. And so many of us, when we saw that video, we laughed. We laughed at his mannerisms. We laughed at the way he was dressed. A lot of people just didn't believe it. They said, man, that can't be real, right? People didn't understand it. People didn't understand the full context of a church service. You had that on late night talk shows, people making fun of that situation. But let me tell you something, man. That's a very real thing that young man is going through. It's clear that he wants to walk away from his old lifestyle and be transformed by the renewing of his mind and live a life that pleases the Lord. There's nothing funny about that. There's nothing that we should laugh at when we see a clip like that. If anything, as the body of believers, at least, you would think we would have compassion. We would pray for that young man. We would hold him near and dear to our hearts. And we would ask the Lord, man, if this brother is going through that, protecting, Lord, he's about to be tempted something fierce to make that type of public confession that goes viral. The devil doesn't want the Lord to get the victory in that. As always, I appreciate your support. Thanks for tuning in. Check y'all next week.
On the Way Out Radio Show. On the Way Out Radio. On the Way Out Radio Show, where it's much more than music, it's ministry.